Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon.
Hi.
My name...
Hey, Corbin, keep it down. The professor's talking.
I don't know what to do. That's what I say at the beginning of every class. And now,
fuck!
And
we
now
broke
that,
them!
and now that I didn't say it.
Corbin, shh, Professor,
Yeah?
Professor.
What?
Focus at me.
Huh?
Focus at me.
Okay.
Listen. Shh.
Are you okay, Professor? Why are you foaming from the
It's the
mouth?
start of class.
Okay.
It's the start of
listen,
class. The space is yours.
Starting clean from the beginning.
That's right.
All right.
Corbin,
I need absolute
shut up.
silence. I need absolute
All right,
silence.
sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and joining me, as always, is the competent teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. Say hello to everybody, Mr. Curtis.
Thank you, Professor. I appreciate the confidence you have with me and my competency.
Ooh.
It really, it really brings a tear to my eye because this is what I'm here for. I'm here for you, and I'm here, unfortunately, for Corbin as well because
yes.
he's our student here today.
Well, you know what? Thank you for introducing him for me. But I'll do it again just for old time's sake. Joining us as well is the wonderful student Corbin. Say hello to everybody, Corbin.
Hey-o. Yeah, glad to be back in class again. Feeling good, feeling great. Glad we got you all patched up there, Professor. Oh, wait, we're not supposed to talk about that.
What are you talking about? I have absolutely...
all right, I guess,
this was
right.
by all means, was a
Corbin.
normal start to the class. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking
Okay,
about.
yeah, so we're pretending that not happened for the other students. Okay, yeah, everything's going good. Great. Was just kind of, enjoying the breeze a little bit today. Now that we have fall weather about here in the Kanto region, the leaves are starting to kind of turn a little bit of a fall color. I don't know. I talked to my dad a little bit about possibly going over to the Johto region for maybe a few days as a little mini vacation.
Oh, unfortunately, you can't do that.
Wait, why?
Well, I mean, you have class. You have to be here at class.
Yeah, but I don't only take class. There are other things that I do outside of it.
But not for more than a full day.
Corbin, if you miss one day of class, that's it. You have to start the class over completely.
I mean,
Trust me.
I have had stellar attendance every class so
There's
far.
no absences, no missed projects, no failed quizzes in my class. If you fail one, and if you miss one day, you're out completely. No more.
I'm pretty sure I failed a couple quizzes. So do I have to retake all of this? Is this even?
Well, I tally it at the end, and if you failed one at the end, then you have to go back and take them all over again.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes
So,
sense. I think you also said before a few weeks ago that you dropped the lowest quiz grade.
I drop one single quiz grade. That's it.
Out of 150?
No, out of shit. How many Pokemon are there? Sorry, they're always adding more. I can never remember.
Right. We're somewhere in the 600-700s
I
now.
think it's closer to 800.
It's like 900 something right now.
It is.
That's right. And he does drop one quiz grade, but it's like a random one. So
it could be your best quiz grade.
You have a 1 in 900% chance that it'll be a grade that you want it to be.
Gotcha.
By the way, just so we all know, it's 893 at this moment. I'm sure by the time we get to the 893rd Pokemon, there will be more.
There will be another 893 discovered in various other regions around the world.
And we'll just have to get through them too.
But guess what? That's going to be my job. When I graduate from this class, I'm going to be the one to discover another 900 Pokemon. It's going to be me.
Sure, we'll see what your grades say at the end when we get there.
I can't imagine being so stupid that I'd have to retake this entire class and learn about every single one of these Pokemon again.
You mean
well,
so lucky?
Hey, if you look across the classroom, you may not have to imagine it.
Oh, hey, Curtis, what's up? How you doing? Hey.
Listen, I only failed 2 out of the 6 times I've taken this class. Okay, let's keep it real. It was my 2nd and my 4th time, though.
So basically, Professor Jacob can't get rid of you.
I mean, I'm here. I'm here for the professor.
Dear God, I have tried.
And
he's
you
killed
every
single Squirtle too. I don't know why I keep giving him Squirtles.
Wait, every year? Every year?
Every time we teach about Squirtles again.
Oh, great! So that's 6 Squirtles
Professor,
dead.
Jenny had to sign the NDA. We cannot be discussing
an ongoing
criminal investigation.
All right, well, let's talk about why we're here, right? Can any of you guys remember what we talked about last lesson?
Fuck.
It was.
If you can't, that's fine.
It was definitely a Pokemon. I know that much.
Oh,
I want to. Oh, it was a bug one too.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Cutie Fly.
Nope.
Nope. It was Weedle. That's right.
Yeah. No, it was Cutie Fly. It was Cutie Fly. I remember.
We even had one in class and we named it. And you guys don't even remember.
I don't see him out. Where is he?
Oh, it's interesting that you don't see him. Because, well, okay, let me explain.
He's right behind you.
He died and turned into a haunter. No, that's not how that works.
No, it's not. We'll find out how the haunter works in a little bit. But no, well, the Pokemon that we learned about last week was Caterpie. And do you guys remember what we named him? Our cute little Caterpie?
Matterpie, the Caterpie.
Matterpie the Caterpie.
Matterpie the Caterpie. That's right. Well, today we're learning about Matterpie, the Caterpie's evolved form.
Matterpie?
Metapod, the Metapod.
Matterpod, the Metapod.
So, as you can see in the terrarium here, that's still on my desk. What do you see in here?
There's a big green piece of shit sitting in the middle of the terrarium there.
I see a lot of the orange leaves that I have been picking and delivering to Matterpie on my way to class every day.
Well, you will no longer need to do those orange tree leaves there, Mr. Curtis, because this, as Corbin so wonderfully described it, green shit is actually a Metapod.
What? No, it's not.
That's Matterpie?
Yes,
boy.
Yes, it's definitely Matterpie, and it's definitely... I definitely didn't accidentally kill him by stuffing too many leaves into his mouth, hoping that he will evolve before this class. And he's definitely not a random Metapod that I found out on a branch the other day.
Wait.
Matterpie.
Hold on.
What?
This isn't
So
Matterpie?
cute.
I just said that it was. Were you not listening?
What are you talking about?
Why would you? What's wrong with you?
What?
Listen, Corbin. I know Matterpie, and that is my boy right there.
No.
How dare you?
No.
How
Matterpie,
dare you claim
Matterpie
this is not my
had
boy?
a birthmark right above his left eye. I do not see a birthmark on this Caterpie. This is not a Caterpie. This is not my Matterpie. This is a Caterpie. This is different.
No, it's not. It's a Metapod. All right.
Fuck, I suck at this
And
class.
what you see here, you're not going to see anything similar to the Caterpie because this is actually not technically the Caterpie. It's a shell that the Caterpie has made for itself. So this isn't its body, right? This is silk it's woven to form a shell.
But this was Matterpie, though, right?
Right. Exactly.
Inconclusive.
Professor, I need an answer. I need an answer, please.
Anyways, so guys.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm excited to talk about Metapod because this is the first time that we've talked about a Pokemon that, in my opinion, isn't really a Pokemon. I believe I follow
he's listening.
No, listen, it's fine. I follow a offset of thinking. It's a matter of thinking of Metapods that doesn't align with the things that Professor Oak has stated. You see, Professor Oak has stated that Metapod is itself a different Pokemon, but I believe, along with some other scholars, that this is still just a Caterpie, just inside of a shell, undergoing the process of evolving into its next form.
Huh. So
Yeah.
it's
So
not.
like,
So it's not
all
its own-
circles, all
But you're
circles
wrong.
are
because
rectangles, but all rectangles are not circles.
And not all Matterpies are Caterpies.
No,
but
Matterpie
all-
was a Caterpie, and apparently
Wait.
you killed him. How the fuck did that happen?
This is, listen, all hearsay and circumstantial. None of it will stick in court, I guess.
Where is he?
He's right here!
Corbin? He's right here, Corbin. How dare you treat our son like this?
What the fuck?
Look at the look in his eyes. He loves you.
But anyways, as I was saying, as we'll learn today, Metapod is pretty much just a Caterpie undergoing the process of evolving. So I would argue that a Caterpie only has two stages of evolution: Caterpie to butterfly. Or sorry, what the fuck is a butterfly?
What the fuck, dude? You
Sorry,
fucking idiot! A butterfly's not a fucking Pokemon, dumbass.
I combined Butterfree and Cutiefly. I'm sorry, slip of the tongue.
The fuck is that?
A Cutiefly It's a mix between. It's a horrible conglomeration of a Butterfree and a Cutiefly.
Ugh, sounds terrible.
Squish them together. But anyways, there's only two evolutionary stages for a Caterpie. The Caterpie itself, and then a Butterfree.
Yeah, that's it, Butterfree.
I definitely wasn't about to say Butterfly again, because that's not.
I think you're about to lose your tenure as professor because you're dumb and you kill your own Pokemon.
It's
idiot.
very difficult to lose tenure, which is why I can do things like this.
What the fuck, man? What the shit?
You gotta be quick. You gotta be live. Anything can happen in the Pokemon world. I'm trying to teach you to be a trainer and be on your toes.
It's my fucking pencil case.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
You're welcome.
Very good, Professor. Very good, Professor. Thank you for teaching us.
Good about that. He just assaulted my pencil case.
Are we ready to dive into the Pokedex entries, which are riveting, which is what I can say about this fucking quote-unquote Pokemon?
I have never been more excited in my life. Something tells me these Pokedex entries are going to be the equivalent of watching paint dry. Let's
grass grow, even.
Ooh, that's actually more exciting. So let's stick with paint drying.
Okay. All right. Starting in the Kanto region, as we always do. This Pokemon is vulnerable to attack while its shell is soft, exposing its weak and tender body. See, that's what I was saying.
Wait, we talking about Mr. Curtis or the Metapod?
Yeah, do not attack Mr. Curtis while his shell is soft. You will expose his weak and tender body.
Oh, God.
After watching a particularly sad movie, that shell just is not as strong as it normally is.
He's in a very weak and tender state. Jeez, I hate how this is worded. I'm going to read this exactly how it's worded, all right? So if it doesn't sound right, don't blame me.
All right.
Hardens its shell to protect itself. However, a large impact may cause it to pop out of its shell.
What the fuck? Why'd you word it that way? That sounds stupid.
It was Professor Oak. He worded it that way.
Jesus.
All right. So, Metapod's whole thing is his shell, right? That's just, he can harden his shell, and that's it. He can't even move anywhere. But you're telling me if you hit him hard enough, he might just pop right out?
What does it mean to pop out? Would it be like a Caterpie just flying out of its shell?
So it kind of, the Caterpie, the only way I can describe it is it makes this silk shell and then it just kind of dissolves. Its cells kind of just start to rearrange themselves. And what would pop out is like a splattering of innards.
Oh my God, that is disgusting.
And
can we not try that out?
That splattering of innards, that's the Metapod. That's what the Metapod
disgusting.
is, not the shell, the Metapod.
That's really gross. So the Metapod itself is not a shell. It's basically just a conglomerate of just grossness inside of it. That's really weird.
Cells that are changing into a different form.
Basically, it's like a Grimer inside of a shell.
I guess. In shape, but not in function.
Right.
Okay. All right. One more from the Kanto region. When it hardens, only the external shell is transformed. The insides remain tender. I
wish you would stop getting close to me when you'd say that.
I can't get close to you. I'm still all the way over here at the front of the classroom. I have to keep at least 6 feet distance so the raging Tauroses do not come and get us.
That's
Just
right.
because it's fall doesn't mean they're gone.
Don't worry, Corbin. I'll stand in for the professor.
Please stop leaning towards me.
Hey,
please.
Separate. I don't want to have to tell you again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Professor. Of course.
All right.
Creepy.
Moving on to the Johto region. Inside the shell, it is soft and weak as it prepares to evolve. It stays motionless in the shell.
It's me in the winter.
Just curl up in a nice little blanket by the fire.
Yes, watch my stories.
Your stories? What stories do you watch?
I watched one last year that I really. My favorite Christmas movie that I like is How the Gengar Stole Christmas. That one was really fun.
I like The Lustful Lopunny.
I'm sorry, which one is that?
I'll show it to you when you're older.
Oh, I don't think I have access to that channel.
I don't watch TV. I spend most of my Christmas time buying gifts and taking care of my colony of Spinneracks. So.
It's a colony now?
What the fuck?
I didn't even know they could form colonies. I thought they all lived on their own, solo.
Not in my house.
Oh God, you can't even walk into Mr. Curtis's house. It's just like,
why is there so many now? Are they breeding like score bunnies? What is going on?
Well, I know you get a couple Ariadoses, you could throw them some Pokepuffs, and you just watch and see what happens.
Magic happens all on its own.
Ew, is that your fetish? Your fetish is watching Ariadoses go at it?
There's like a couple hundred eggs in the in the living room.
It's a shame though, because the female Ariadoses always kill the male Ariadoses after the deed is done.
Is that an actual Pokedex thing? Because I feel like you're just making that up.
We'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when I turn 11.
But to get there, I have to finish reading the Pokedex entries for Metapod.
Sweet. I didn't know Ariados was next. He's number 13 or 12.
Well, we have to get through this one so we can get to the next one. So we can get to the next one, 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 to the next one.
Kind of like finding a mate.
To the next one.
Right?
To the next. Yeah, if you're a score bunny.
Aha. I don't know how dating works because I'm 10.
Okay. It prepares for evolution by hardening its shell as much as possible to protect its soft body. A lot of these almost kind of seem like they're insulting the Metapod.
Yeah, it's kind of rude.
I mean,
its soft, weak, pathetic body is covered by a shell that it makes on its own, the loser.
Hey, Professor, you know what it sounds like? It kind of sounds like your journal entries that you've written about Mr. Curtis. Remember once? I helped, it dropped on the ground out of your bag when we were leaving class, and I handed it to you, and it said something about, like...
Oh, no.
That Assistant Curtis he has a soft body, and he's vulnerable, and he's, like, no better than a Metapod, because at least a Metapod has a hard body, and it looks tough.
No, you misunderstand. Like those were letters that I was writing to Mr. Curtis. I sent them all to him. He knows.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, so you're not trying to hide the fact that you feel that way.
I just have to put him in his place sometimes.
I just keep them in a shoebox.
He has to know how soft and tender his body is. How else will he harden his shell to become a powerful Metapod and therefore a beautiful Butterfree? You can understand by the tone in my voice how much I believe that's going to happen.
Yes, thank you, Professor. That is what I do keep those letters for. I read them at the darkest times.
So you can get even darker.
So you can get even darker.
So sometimes the truth sets you free. That's all I have to say.
All right, so moving on. One more from the Johto region. It says, "This is." I'm sorry. I hate the wording in this Pokedex. Right? It's the first sentence is, "This is its pre-evolved form." What do you mean by its? What, Butterfree? What are you talking about here? What is its?
I think it means Caterpie. Yeah.
No, because then it would be its post-evolved form.
Oh, you said pre. I thought you said re-evolved.
No, pre.
Oh, pre-evolved.
Pre-evolved
form.
I
guess it's referring to Butterfree. I don't know.
This is what I'm saying. Metapod isn't a Pokemon. Even Metapod's own Pokedex entries are written from the perspective of a Butterfree.
Yikes. This is kind of sad. It's like, I feel like we should make a whole campaign about Metapod Lives Matter. Like, that kind of sucks that people aren't identifying it as a Pokemon.
Right. Soft bodies matter.
That's right. Soft bodies matter. Curtis, you lead the campaign.
That's right. We'll get a Snorlax and put a bunch of Metapods on its belly and just let him, they'll be the campaign poster.
And Lickitungs have nice soft bellies too. Oh, sorry, Lickilickies do. Oh, and have you seen a Charizard's belly? They are quite rotund.
They are rotund. Doesn't mean they're soft, though.
No. Well, they're not physically fit, that's for sure. Not until they Gigantamax or Mega Evolve.
Of course.
Okay. Moving on to the Hoenn region. So once again, Professor Birch coming in here with his nearly paragraph-long Pokedex entries. Like, seriously, by far, the Hoenn region has the longest Pokedex entries. But they have two, and then, it's like the second one, when you're trying to write a paper and you need to reach a certain, like word limit or page limit, and you just type, the same shit over again, but in, different words. Yeah. That's what the Pokedex entries are from the Hoenn region.
Yeah, man.
So I'm going to read you both of them. The shell covering this Pokemon, and also Professor Birch, he loves the exaggerations. He just goes balls to the wall with the exaggerations for these Pokemon. The shell covering this Pokemon's body is as hard as an iron slab.
Okay, all right. I don't know about that.
Listen, Professor Birch, he knows what he's talking about. It's an iron slab.
So we have iron slab.
Here, all right.
Shell.
Yeah, but if you hit it hard enough, it might break, or he might just pop out of it. So.
Wait, did he put that in the Pokedex?
No, those were the first 2 Pokedex entries.
Right.
Come on.
The first one where he gets...
I was like 5 minutes ago.
Jesus. Okay.
So it's this. I'm gonna read it again. It hardens its shell to protect itself. However, a large impact may cause it to pop out of its shell. That was from the Kanto region. But however, Professor Birch is saying the shell covering this Pokemon's body is as hard as an iron slab. So you know what? Why take his word for it? We have a Metapod right here. All right, Mr. Curtis, bring your head and put it right on my desk.
Well, what's going on?
I'm gonna pick up this
What's
Metapod.
What's going on?
A few tests bonks right onto the desk to see how hard it is.
Wait, hold on. What are you hitting him with?
There we go.
Are you hitting him?
All right. Now get ready. Just let me know if
wait, hold on.
You in the head.
Curtis, you don't have to do this. What are you doing to him?
Oh no.
Well, I'm going to hit him in the head with a Metapod, and I want him to tell me if it hurts as much as getting hit in the head with an iron slab.
What the fuck? You can't do that.
This is the scientific process.
Nope. Nope.
I'm ready, Professor.
Nope, you gotta stop this. Don't do it.
He's ready.
Please.
His head is on the table. I mean, like, the Metapod is in my hand.
Okay.
For you
need to stop this. I don't think this is worth it. I don't think it's worth it. If it's hard as a metal slab, it's gonna break his head open and he's gonna die.
Fine. You're no fun. Okay?
I was ready to expel myself innards.
What if Curtis's hard head is enough force to break the Metapod and kill it? Then guess what? You got another dead Pokemon on your hands. You're gonna get a lawsuit.
I'll have to walk 30 seconds outside to grab one of the millions of Metapods hanging from branches.
But that's a Metapod that will never become a Butterfree because you decided to kill it. That's on you. You have to live with that. Okay. You have to live with that now.
All right, Corbin, I've listened to your argument, and if it was any other Metapod, I would go for it. But because it is Caterpie, my sweet and precious boy, Caterpie, I cannot bear to see him not become a...
I can't risk seeing Caterpie like that.
All right.
Professor, we have to see it through.
All right, I will put him back into the terrarium.
Okay.
Psych, catch!
Curtis, are you okay?
No, it's okay. He came right back to me. They're shaped like boomerangs. All right. He came right back. He's in my hand. I'll put him right into his terrarium.
Oh my god. Are you okay?
You see that? That was cool though. He like flung around like a boomerang.
Oh my god.
Okay. Are you okay?
Professor, please. I can't take this much shock anymore. Can we just go forward with class? I need to relax.
Nothing would make me happier than to continue reading. We still haven't gotten through a single Pokedex entry from the Hoenn region. We're still in the middle of it. The shell covering this Pokemon's body is hard as an iron slab. I guess we'll never know.
Curtis, there's blood coming out of your ear. I think it did really hurt him, Professor. I mean, he doesn't look
like
too good.
Clipped him. It just like clipped, wanged right past his ear. All right.
I'll go see the Chansey after class. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. He heals so quick. He's like...
I'm sorry, I'm tough.
He's like a Chansey of his own. Okay.
Oh my god.
Metapod does not move very much. It stays still because it is preparing its soft innards for evolution inside the hard shell. And then the second one from the Hoenn region says, see if you can notice any similarities here. I guarantee you this is a different entry. Its shell is as hard as an iron slab. A Metapod does not move very much because it is preparing its soft innards for evolution inside the shell.
It's word for word the same thing.
It isn't. Go back and check. I promise you. It's ever so slightly different.
Okay.
All right.
I got lazy.
Okay.
One here from the Sinnoh region. A steel hard shell protects its tender body. All right. So we've gone from iron to steel.
What the
Holy
fuck?
Cow.
Like those are different levels of hardness. Steel is harder than iron, right?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
So,
I don't know.
Which is it?
That
All right,
tracks.
bring your head over here, Mr. Curtis. We have to find it.
No. We're done with that. No. Stop. He's already kind of woozy. I see him kind of dazing off a little bit. I think we should just leave it alone.
All right.
Okay.
It quietly endures hardships while waiting evolution.
Hardships?
Yes, hardships. Like somebody picking it up and flinging it around the room like a boomerang.
Like you.
That kind of. Am I a hardship? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it's like being a Metapod.
Okay. You probably just gave Caterpie depression now.
No,
Congrats.
He's fine. Listen,
you gave Curtis a concussion and you gave Caterpie depression. Congrats.
What? What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wow, he really is woozy.
Oh.
All right. Go to the nurse real quick. We'll wait here.
Curtis, who you talking to? Are you okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Yeah. I'll go see the
nurse. The nurse.
That's right.
Okay. It's right. Nope. You're walking into the wall. I'm just gonna. Hey, could you just do me a favor, Corbin? And just point him in the direction of the nurse.
All right. It's right, Curtis, next to the window, right there. Just go out, right there. Nope, not the window. Okay. It's beside.
Right here?
No, not the window or the wall.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right.
There he goes.
I'll be back in a minute. And I'm back. Wow, I feel so much better now.
You're looking better too. Wow.
Oh man. It's like I lost like 3 or 4 pounds up there.
All of that was blood.
I have a question. Why do you have a cast on your arm?
Oh, I mean, just ran into a couple things on my way to see the Chansey, but they've got me stitched up. I'm good to go now. No worries.
Because I know it was a head injury. I didn't know why you have a cast. Just wanted to make sure you're okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, enough. I might have fallen down the flight of stairs to get there, but that's okay.
We're on the first floor, which is the same floor as the nurse. How did you fall down a flight of stairs?
He found his own.
I'm not sure. I just kind of woke up in the nurse's office, and
Okay, can I finish reading these Pokedex entries? I don't want to be here all night.
Sure.
Even though I love teaching you guys. I love teaching you guys.
Thanks. I love to learn. I do. I like it. But not when you kill fucking Pokemon. So stop that, or I'm going to get Professor Oak, and I'm going to get Officer Jenny, and I'm going to bring the whole fucking place down on you. I'm going to contact everyone. I'm going to contact Saffron City News. I'm going to get everyone over here, and you're not going to fucking kill anyone else, and you're going to lose your tenure. You're going to lose your fucking job.
Hey. I have never killed a single Pokemon, not once.
Corbin, please.
This is the same Caterpie that is now a Metapod.
All right.
That's right.
I don't know why you would think otherwise.
Please continue.
Okay. Now again, we have a Pokedex entry here from the Alola region. I'm so excited. I love it whenever we get the chance to read an Alolan Pokedex entry because they are just they are wild. They are crazy. All right, I was gonna start. It starts off strong. Its shell is filled with its soft innards. It doesn't move much because of the risk it might carelessly spill its innards out.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might just spill those innards right out.
Damn.
Okay.
Its shell is hard, but it's still just a bug shell.
Is that what it says?
That's what it says. I'm sorry. I thought this was a shell was as hard as steel. Or iron, at least.
Yeah, iron.
Well, like how this Pokedex entry is written like it's talking to a friend.
But it's still just a bug shell.
Its shell is hard, but it's still just a bug shell, you idiot. It doesn't say that part. I add that part. It's been known to break, so intense battles with it should be avoided. Which, if you'll remember, that's what I said about Caterpie. Don't use Caterpie or Metapods, for that matter, in battle. They're pretty much useless.
Gotcha.
I shit you not, there's 3 more entries from the Alola region.
What the fuck?
Its shell is filled with a thick liquid. All of the cells throughout its body are being rebuilt in preparation for evolution.
All right,
sweet.
Its hard shell doesn't crack. I kind of got the syntax there wrong. Its hard shell doesn't crack a bit, even if Pikipek pecks at it. But it will tip over, spilling out its insides.
Oh my god.
Holy cow.
Curtis, you didn't tip over and spill out your insides on the way to the Chansey's office, did you?
No, but I did really tear up my arm, so that's why it's in a cast right now.
So I did say there were 3 more, but I was wrong. The other one here is exactly the same as another one that we read. So there was only 4 from the Alola region, but still, that's a lot. That's a lot of effort.
They were all bangers
too.
Fucker.
Of course, Pick-a-Peck is a flying type Pokemon, which we haven't talked about yet. That we
maybe
may
next
never
week.
get to. Yeah, sure, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the unique Pokedex entries. The first one, believe it or not, comes from Ash. It says, Metapod, Caterpie's next stage. So it doesn't even say next evolution or form. It says Caterpie's next stage. Guys, Metapod is just a Caterpie. Is all I'm saying.
It is. It really is.
It's all I'm saying.
I mean,
It has encased its body in a hard shell. This specimen reached... Oh, this is weird. It seems like... I'm sorry. This Pokedex entry is talking about Ash's specific Metapod.
Oh. Well, let's learn about
Okay.
it. Let's learn about it.
Metapod, Caterpie's next stage. It has encased its body in a hard shell. This specimen, I'm assuming referring to Ash's Metapod, reached this stage faster than any previously discovered Pokemon of this variety.
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess it's
wow.
like, what, a day? An
Hot
hour?
damn.
I don't know.
I don't
no
know.
right.
I wasn't there.
time measurements.
Ash. I suppose Ash's Caterpie just ate an entire forest of leaves and just got.
Tree by
Right to it.
tree.
That's right.
All right, the next one comes to us from May. Hers says, Metapod, the cocoon Pokemon. Metapod is the evolved form of Caterpie. Using a hard shell to protect its body, it prepares for its next evolution. And then we have another one here from Ash. He gets two. Metapod, the cocoon Pokemon. I'm sorry, Ash. Why did you record another Metapod? You know what they are.
Well,
Why did
he's
you have
got
to
a
record
different
that?
personality?
I guess so. Yeah.
Metapod's vulnerable body is surrounded by its hard shell, which protects it while it waits to evolve. See, that's like, Metapods are just about evolving. It's just about a waiting game until the Caterpie that's inside them finishes evolving into a beautiful Butterfree.
I feel that. I understand.
All
that.
right. Before we move on to the quiz section,
Yes.
I was going to read one unsourced, uncredited. Should there be like a theme song for this section? Like the unsourced, uncredited section?
No, that seems like a lot of extra work for our editor.
I guess. But maybe you could get some extra credit there, Corbin. Maybe you could get a little bit extra credit for this.
I don't edit these. We don't know who edits these.
But if you come up with it, and then the editor can just throw it in there.
Okay.
And we do know who edits it. I do. Just because you don't know them doesn't mean I don't.
Well, are you ever going to tell us?
It's not important.
Okay.
Metapod is a Pokemon that resembles a green chrysalis.
You mean poop?
Sure. It resembles a green poop. Yep.
Yep.
Its body is crescent-shaped with several segments, much like a boomerang. Sorry, I added that boomerang part.
Hey, you can't do that.
I can do whatever I want. I'm the professor.
All right, settle down.
The front of its shell
He is the professor.
What? What did you say?
I said he is the
I am
professor.
the professor. It says so on my desk.
But you can't
I have
do whatever you want because then
I have a
Pokemon
nameplate
die.
here. When I haven't killed a single Pokemon, not once. All right. Okay, that's what I fucking thought.
Okay.
Jeez.
I don't believe you.
The front of its shell resembles a face with heavy lidded eyes and a sharply pointed nose. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see the sharply pointed nose. I see the eyes. I don't see the sharply pointed nose though.
Right.
The back of its shell consists of several geometrically shaped portions and projections. Okay. Its soft body is protected by a hard outer layer while it undergoes metamorphosis. While this shell is said to be as hard as steel, a sudden powerful impact could cause its liquid innards to pop out, leaving it completely exposed. Metapod generally remains motionless, rebuilding its cells for evolution. If an enemy discovers Metapod, it is unable to do anything other than harden its outer shell. Metapod lives in temperate forests and jungles, and Pick-a-Peck is a natural predator of Metapod.
Ooh. What about Kanto?
I guess it doesn't have any. Oh, well, I mean, Pidgey is probably.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think a Pidgey's beak is strong enough to get in there.
Well, and maybe a Doduo? I don't know, but I guess those don't live in...
Yeah, but those, I mean, I feel like a Pidgey's beak is too fat for something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it needs, like, Pick-a-Peck, I think, is, like, a really long beak.
Well, I think the Pick-a-Peck's beak is made to, like, slip into, like, a crack in the shell and just suck the
Right,
innards
it's
out.
more thin. A Pidgey's beak is really fat. Like, it's not
But
going
a
to do
Pidgey's
that.
beak is stronger, and it can, like, break open the shell.
Right, like, I got a good look at that Pidgey's beak when it when its face splattered on the window a few weeks ago when that Ekans killed it. The whole head came off.
Yes, let's all
It's okay, Corbin.
Let's all reminisce on what a wonderful learning experience that was for all of us. I can't wait till we learn about Ekans and how strong they are, how excellent they are at coiling around their enemies.
I'm okay. Keep going.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You gotta promise me not to have like PTSD flashbacks when I bring an Ekans out here.
It's
gonna happen.
I am trying not to.
Okay. That does it for the lesson portion. So I'm sure you guys know what comes next.
No.
It's Kumbaya time.
Nope, that comes after the
where
lesson.
We get to sit around the classroom and swap
Do we get ice
stories
cream?
and sing Kumbaya.
No, it's the quiz, guys. It's the pop quiz.
Fuck.
Every single lesson has had a pop quiz.
Told you,
and it's
Curtis.
no different this time. I heard you. You said that it was ice cream.
Yeah.
No ice cream here, just Kumbaya and s'mores.
All right. Like I said, I didn't say this. So it's a pop quiz, but this time I think it's important to remember. Not every single lesson is you learn it and then completely forget about it. I need to make sure that you guys are learning these lessons and keeping them inside your brain. So we have an extra long quiz today.
No.
That is comprehensive.
No.
Of all of the other Pokemon that we've talked about so far.
No.
Who's excited?
No.
I'm excited.
Oh, I'm excited.
Mr. Curtis is excited. All right.
Not gonna
So
remember
get your
all this.
pens and paper. Oh, also, I will say you can use your notes for this. So if you've taken good notes, you should be fine.
Okay. Good. That's
but
good
that
to know.
doesn't. But
very
you
good.
cannot use a Pokedex. Okay.
All right.
Open note, close Pokedex test.
All right. Open Pokedex, close note
nope.
test.
Whoop. Nope.
Got it.
Strike that and reverse it. It's an open note, closed.
Open
Pokedex.
note, open Pokedex quiz.
If you use a Pokedex in this quiz, I will throw you out of here so fast.
So
I will boomerang you in the face with this Metapod.
All right, please don't do that. I am 10 years old. My
okay.
brain is not fully formed yet. I will die.
All right. Question number 1. Sorry. I should say the first 3 questions here are about Metapod, and then the last 7.
7? Oh my god,
7.
hurry this up!
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't think that this Metapod lesson would go on as long as it has.
Oh my god.
I'll get going. Even though a Metapod shell is incredibly hard, it should still be wary of powerful hits. For what reason? I will accept 2 possible answers here, because I realize that there are 2.
Wait.
Okay.
So it's
But you
why
only- you
should
only
it
need
be
to do one.
afraid of getting cracked or whatever? Is that what you said?
I mean, no, that's not what I said. Let me read it again. Even though a Metapod shell is incredibly hard, it should
Right.
still be wary of powerful hits. For what reason?
Okay, well I mean that's I know that. I got that.
Okay.
Right? I think I got that. Curtis, do you have that? What did you write? What did you
Oh, yeah.
write?
Don't look at his.
I already submitted anyway.
I got
don't
it.
know if you got it right like me.
Okay. Corbin has responded. It will break open and have its gooey body spill out. Good use of the word gooey.
Thanks.
And Curtis said, one. Wait, why did you? There's a 1 at the beginning of this sentence.
Well, because it's the first question. I thought I would mark them so that we were, you know, could keep track.
Thank you.
You couldn't tell that by the lines. Just
Because my answers tend to run together, so I just, wanted to make sure it was
That's
clear.
good. That's good. I mean, it makes sense. I'm sorry I questioned you. Getting a big hit may make its goo pop right out of its shell. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's less about it cracking and more about it getting knocked over and spilling out. But you guys are both there with the whole popping out and spilling out. So I will count that in the essence of time. I will count both of those answers. Question number 2.
I mean, but mine was more right than his.
Yes, of course it was.
what the
Of course
fuck?
it was,
No,
Mr. Curtis, as it always is.
What? My answer was the same.
It wasn't though. Question number 2.
wasn't, though.
What is the main reason for this Pokemon's existence? Now think about this one. This wasn't explicitly stated in the Pokedex entries, but I think we can put together by context clues and how some of the Pokedex entries were worded that this Pokemon only exists for doing one thing.
I think I got it. I know we never explicitly said it, but I think I got it. Curtis, how we doing?
He got it.
How we doing?
All right. Corbin said to rearrange its cells and evolve into a Butterfree. First of all, can I just say, I'm very impressed that you remembered the name of Metapod's evolution, what the next Pokemon that we're going to be talking about.
Hell yeah.
So when we do talk about it, you better be quick with that answer, because I know
Woo!
that you know it. I know that you know it.
We know it now, at least.
All right, and Curtis has responded with, he got the word gooey in there. Its gooey body is rebuilding into its next form, Butterfree. You both know it, all right? Woo! So there shouldn't be any hesitation when I ask you what Pokemon we're talking about next lesson.
Hell yeah.
All right?
Listen.
All right.
It's Matterpie the Butterfree.
No,
I'm so
it's
ready.
Mutterfree the Butterfree. All right.
No.
That, by the way, that answer was exactly correct. Yes.
Yes.
The only reason a Metapod exists is so it can evolve into a Butterfree. That's it. It's just a Caterpie that's undergoing a very slow evolutionary process.
Cool. Hurry up.
Okay.
I gotta eat lunch with my mom.
You have no mom. She's a figment of your imagination.
No, don't. No. She's very real. Fuck you. Keep going.
True or false? A Metapod can move out of the way of danger. I only need a one-word response here. True or false? That's all you
Curtis,
need. It should be
one word.
Very quick.
Just one. Count
Very
them.
quick. That's all you need. Doesn't need to be a lot. You're typing a lot. I can see you typing. Okay.
That's right.
Corbin said false, and Curtis also said false, but he used about, 20 F's and A's and L's and S's and E's, so
it's wrong. It's not just false. That's false.
False.
Basically, it's
with
if Arbok.
Pizzazz.
It's if Arbok, so it's false.
Right.
No, it's right. So yes, the answer is false. A Metapod can only move a little, if at all. And a lot of Pokédex entry says it can't even move at all. But some say it can move a little bit. It's contradictory. Mm-hmm. All right, so now we're moving into the next section. These next 7 questions will be about any of the Pokemon that we've talked about so far.
Okay.
All right.
Speed round. Let's go.
And they're very difficult.
Let's do it.
Which evolutionary line has had the same category through each evolution? And by category, that's like the sub sub name, like Metapod is the cocoon Pokemon. It's that. So which evolutionary line has had the same category for each of its evolutions, and which has had a different category for each evolution?
Okay, so it's kind of 2 parts.
Yeah, well, there's 2 answers.
Okay.
So first there was one. So out of the 3 that we've learned about, right? So Squirtle, Bulbasaur. Squirtle to Blastoise, Bulbasaur to Venusaur, and Charmander to Charizard. Which of those had the same category and which had different category for each?
Gotcha. Think I got it, but I don't know.
You think you got it? Yeah, it's really interesting. It's interesting that some Pokemon can have the exact same category, but not all Pokemon have the same category. Like, not all Pokemon in the evolutionary line have the same category. It's really weird,
Curtis,
how they've done that.
Submit
to me.
Submit to me. All right, got it. Done.
Okay. So, Corbin responded with Charmander through Charizard is the same. Squirtle through Blastoise is different. And then Curtis responded with Bulba, Ivy, Veen, same for all. Char, different. This is you guys have completely different answers here. This is very interesting.
We do.
So you're both half wrong. Bulbasaur through Venusaur had the same for all 3. That was the seed Pokemon.
Damn it, I thought about that. Fuck.
The seed Pokemon. So all 3 of them were the seed Pokemon. Squirtle through Blastoise had different for each. Squirtle was the tiny turtle Pokemon. Turtle was the turtle Pokemon. And Blastoise was the shellfish Pokemon. So that's a half a point for each of you.
Okay.
Very.
So I thought Charmander was lizard, Charmeleon was flame, and Charizard was totally overrated.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Got him.
Charizard's not the only one whose flame can melt anything. Damn, that was hot fire, Mr. Curtis.
Yikes.
That's right. I don't know what Chansey gave me in the nurse's office, but I am
Feeling real good.
Oh, my. Can somebody turn on the air conditioning in here?
Next thing you know, you're going to start writing some Professor Urch-style Pokedex entries, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
All right. Out of the starting 3 Pokemon, so Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, which is known as being well-behaved and even known as an excellent caretaker of other Pokemon?
Oh,
this is
I know
easy.
this. I know this for an absolute fact. Absolute fact.
Okay, answer from
No,
Corbin.
wait,
It's
100%
always
certainty.
Corbin's answer comes first, and then Curtis comes right after.
Yeah, because I know my shit.
Well, maybe you're just faster at typing.
There we go.
Okay.
Got it.
Corbin has responded with Bulbasaur, and likewise, Curtis has responded with Bulba Baby Boy Lovey Boy. I assume that means Bulbasaur.
Yes, Bulbasaur.
Yes.
of
Okay.
course.
Sorry. Now, so you guys are correct. I will give you bonus points if you can tell me what is as the Pokédex entry said, what is Bulbasaur's quote unquote special technique? Do you remember what it was called?
Um,
And you can just say this out loud.
Bulbabai.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was definitely
exactly. I'm sorry. What was your answer, Mr. Curtis?
It was Rockabye Bulba is what I was going to say.
Close. No, it was
I
the
got it,
Bulbabai.
not you.
All right, so I will give you some bonus points for that there,
Yes.
Mr. Corbin.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Question number 6.
Mr. Corbin.
Yeah,
Mr.
you better-
That's
you
right.
better
With
watch
this
out there,
score,
Mr. Curtis.
I'm getting the title of Mister now. You can suck it.
Okay.
Wow.
Question number 6. Charmander has a flame, Bulbasaur has a seed, and Squirtle has a shell. Which of them has this feature from birth?
Ooh.
Yeah, these are some damn good questions, right? Right there, Professor Jacob. Keep
Are
it up,
you-
buddy. You're doing great. Answer from Corbin is Charmander. He says Charmander has its flame from birth. And Curtis responded with Charmander has flame from birth. Well, you did spell birth wrong, but that's okay.
I wish you were great on spelling. He would lose every fucking quiz.
It's not about spelling. It's about knowing Pokemon biology, and you guys both showed excellent marks there. You are both correct. Charmander has its flame from birth.
Woo!
Bulbasaur has its seed implanted in it from its mother, and Squirtle's shell hardens over time. So you are both exactly correct. I am so proud of you. You guys are doing so well.
Killing
Okay.
it. Woo.
Question number 7. What is the base temperature of a Gigantamax Charizard's flame? Now,
Oh
if
my
you
God.
recall, I told you to write this down. So, since you're allowed to
did.
use your notes,
Where are my notes?
this should be no problem.
Oh god.
Because you did all write it down.
I did. Hold on, I gotta find my
I
notes
am.
for this.
Yep. I think I know.
And
Maybe.
I will also need units. I will need units.
Oh, Professor, I found my notes. Oh, snap. Oh, man.
You weren't using them before? I mean, they're a wealth of knowledge. If you have it right there in front of you. Corbin responded with 4,600 degrees Fahrenheit. And Mr. Curtis responded with 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's a 1,000-degree difference there.
Ooh.
Who is correct?
Ooh. Definitely
Bum,
me, 'cause
bum,
I did write down.
All right, cut to commercial break.
No, there's no commercials. This is the
Oh,
class.
sorry. Well, okay, then I'll just say it. Mr. Curtis was correct. It's 3,600
Yeah.
degrees. You were off by 1,000.
Damn it.
Oh, man.
But you guys are both right. It's Fahrenheit, so I mean units there.
Good.
That's pretty good. But I'm still have to take it off for you there, Corbin. Okay. Question number 8. Out of all of the Pokemon, every single one that we've talked about, not all the Pokemon out there, just all the ones that we've talked about, which has the longest life expectancy and which has the shortest?
Ooh. Did we talk about which one had the shortest?
We did. We did indeed. You should know this.
Okay.
Shit.
Out of all the Pokemon.
I think I know the longest one for a fact. Shortest one, having a little trouble there. Man, I'm having trouble, and I even studied for this.
Did you really? Did you really study for this?
No, it was a pop test. I didn't study.
Of course, how could you? It's a pop quiz. Nobody saw this coming.
Okay, done.
Okay. Corbin responded with, Wartortle has the longest, and Caterpie has the shortest. And then Mr. Curtis said, Wartortle is the longest with that fluffy wuffy tail. Ooh-woo! Please don't make me say ooh-woo ever again.
Please.
Never again.
And then short boy Caterpie is growing up to hard cocoon boy. Am I to
Jesus Christ, this is why these fucking lessons take so long.
Are you saying that Caterpie has the shortest life expectancy?
Yes.
Okay.
Caterpie's the shortest.
If you have to ask, it's probably wrong.
Or gets eaten by a Pidgey or some other bird type Pokemon, or flying type Pokemon. All right. Yes, you guys are correct. It was Wartortle and Caterpie in that order. All right.
Holler.
All right.
Question number 9, second to the last. Now, this is very hard. All right, so take your time.
Please
Name one thing Charizard can melt with its breath.
Shit.
Just name one thing that Charizard can melt with its breath. This one's very open-ended. There's no specific right answer here. There are wrong answers. Corbin said, as the one thing that he thinks, or he's naming one thing that a Charizard can melt with its breath, he says buildings.
That's right.
And you know what? Buildings are a thing. You are exactly correct.
That's right.
So points to you. Curtis said Charizard. He did say Charizard, not Charizard, but whatever. Can melt everything, including my heart. All right, so I'm guessing your answer here is your heart, which is technically correct. Yes, it can melt your heart, Curtis.
Thank you.
All right.
That's right.
So yeah,
Sweet.
That's exactly correct. Charizard can melt absolutely everything with its breath.
Well,
just so
I mean,
for
buildings.
Future, nope,
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, if not if they're made of steel, though, you know.
No, it can melt steel.
Well,
Anything that's in a solid state, Charizard can take that thing and put it into a liquid state. That's its weird superpower. Okay.
Which is something amazing.
It's wonderful,
wild.
honestly.
Absolutely wild.
Question number 10.
If I need some water and I just have ice, Charizard's there. You know?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. If you have...
I can't do that on my own.
It's weird. It's weird because his breath can be the exact temperature that ice would need to be to melt. So if he blew out a flame that's hot enough to melt steel on ice, that ice would just turn into water vapor. But no, he can change the temperature so he can melt that ice because, and I repeat, he can melt
almost anything.
Insane. He can melt... Nope, absolutely anything. It even says that.
We'll have to see one day. Last one.
Bring everything here, guys. We have to see if Charizard can melt.
No! Not doing that. I have lunch
right.
to get to.
Question number 10. What is your favorite Pokemon we've talked about so far?
This isn't.
There are wrong answers.
What? What does that mean?
Wow.
Wait.
Has to be correct.
Wait,
No, I'm kidding.
Type
I'm kidding.
or specific Pokemon that we have interacted with?
Your favorite Pokemon
Type
that we have talked
or
about
specific
so far.
Pokemon?
Specific Pokemon? What do you mean type?
I meant like the species, like Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur.
Okay, how about this? I'll say, which Pokemon have you enjoyed learning about the most? If you guys want to say these out loud, that's fine. You don't have to type this one.
I would say it's probably Wartortle, because there's a lot I didn't know about that dude. Like its fluffy tail and the fact that it... Yeah, and the fact that it contains oxygen in like its fur or something, and it's.
I'm glad you remembered that
because I thought that was. I was just gonna say that's the most. That's probably the most I did. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know that about a Pokemon.
Okay, all right, and so then Curtis, Mr. Curtis, go ahead and say yours.
I said, my sweet little Matterpie, the Caterpie, and Caterpies in general.
You just like bug type Pokemon, huh? That's your thing.
Bug type. So far, Matterpie's been my favorite. Now, I wouldn't say he's my favorite total across all the Pokemon. I think that's pretty clear.
Okay, yeah,
that's Kakuna.
Sure.
That's right.
All right. Well, that concludes the test for today. I'm not going to say your exact scores, but you both did very well, and you can see them posted within the next week. I still need to go over a few of the short answer questions, specifically that last one, to see how correct you actually were. I might have to dock off a few points here and there, but that's okay. But so I know that you guys both know what the next Pokemon that we're talking about is. Can you please give me that name?
Butterfly.
Butterfree.
Mr. Curtis, you were exactly correct. Corbin, right. There's no such thing as a butterfly, so that's a weird combination of a cute.
So that's your fault.
I know.
That's your fault for confusing the student. I'm sorry. Butterfree.
Yes, exactly. Butterfree is the evolved form of Metapod, and Metapod is just a squishy, gooey Caterpie.
That's right.
So, as always, if you have any questions that you would like to ask me directly, feel free to email me during my office hours at wwopokemon@gmail.com. Gmail, of course, standing for Gengar Mail.
Of course.
And if you don't have any Gmail or a Gengar Mail, if you will, you can do so on Twitter. And you can find me at WWOP Podcast. Join us next week as we talk about the beautiful, in fact, probably one of the most beautiful Pokemon that we've talked about so far, Butterfree.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I'm very excited to see our little Metapod here evolve into a Caterpie. A Buta. Oh my god, I want to say Beautifly so bad.
You suck. Maybe you were the one that was hit in the head. Ooh.
Freaking Butterfree is what it is.
Hell yeah, we're going to see our beautiful Caterpie that turned into a Metapod, turned into a Mutterfree.
To a Mutterfree. God, I feel like, man, something must have happened to me in the beginning of this lesson, because I've just been... my head's been wonky the whole time. I just can't remember. Something weird must have happened. But anyways, until then, class is dismissed.